Okay, so this is to show us how to create foreign key. I want to talk about foreign key. We're actually saying foreign key. Creating a foreign key in MySQL involves defining a constraint that establishes a relationship between two tables. In other words, a foreign key in one table points to a primary key or a unique key in another table. This relationship ensures that data integrity and consistency by enforcing rules about how data in one table relates to data in another table. So I'm going to show us how we can create this foreign key and how these tables can relate with each other and all that, and then at the end of the day I'm going to show you the diagram, so that you will know how to do it. So I already have a database here, August 6, that is already saved. It's been created, it's been used. So what you will do is you say you create table 1. We're creating a new table. You can actually do this if you already have tables. If you have a database that you have up to 3 or 4 tables that you've already worked on and saved, you can use it to create a foreign key and then create the relationship, and create a primary key for it. But in this case, we are creating a fresh one. So here are the codes. Create table 1 with primary key. I created it, and then and the table's name is department, like it's depth, and then I created the depth ID, the primary key, and then the department name, of course vaca 50, and then I say here create table 2 emp using f name as primary key. So which I did here also. If you look at this place, I created it, and then I created the third one, which I tag employee using mp as the primary key, which I've created here, and then the fourth one, which is the primary key. This is what we'll create the primary key, the foreign key. Sorry, this is why we'll create the foreign key. I beg your pardon if I've been saying primary key and all that, forgive me. But this is where we create the foreign key that connects these other tables, just like you have in Excel Power BI, where you can connect tables with the relationship between these tables. So you create table 4, employment table, using it as foreign key. So I say create table emp underscore table, and then employment ID integer primary key, full name vaca, and then and so on and so forth, the age, I put the data types, and then you now come and say foreign key department. This department ID is the first table that I created. You reference it and reference the ID. Then you create another foreign key. You reference the name, and then you reference the column name, which is more or less like the primary key, and you reference the name of the table. And then I also created this. So you see how I've used the foreign key, how I've created the foreign keys. So if you execute this, you will have this. When you show your tables, you will have this 1, 2, 3. So now let's go to the business. To connect these tables now, you will come to database, come to reverse engineer, and this will pop up. Under this parameter, set parameter for connections to DBMS, database management system. Under stored connection, if it's not in local instance, ensure you click here to change it to local instance. Mine is already in local instance, that's why it's here. So then you say next. You don't need to click anything. You say next, and then under these schemas, to reverse the engineer, this schema is where the foreign key, where you select the database that you want. As you can see, I've already created this. Why you're seeing this one and this one selected, because I've already created the foreign key previously. So I'll just unclick this one. So but you that is just creating afresh, you look for the database that you're using and then you select it. So I've selected August 6th, and then you say next. and then you say next, and then it will bring out this window showing you that you have 4 objects selected in that database. So which is correct because we created 4 tables there. And then you execute, and then you next. It will show you in your schema that you have 4 tables from schema, so which is correct. As you can see, 4 tables from schema in database August 6, and then you click on finish, and this pops up. So this is how to create the foreign key automatically. So it's already here. You just click and drag, to position. You don't need to do anything while you are here. It's been created. You can see the connection, and the connection between them is the primary key. You see, this is the main table. Do you get? So this is how to create. So I'm also going to show us how to create this connectless tables manually. If you already have the database and then you have the tables in the database, you can also create the foreign key, connecting it manually. Okay, so let's go there. Let's go back to our MySQL. Okay, so I'm in MySQL. I'll look for a database that I have table already. So this one, I have in this text 11. If I show tables, as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let me use it so that it will show. Use text 11, show tables. So it showing me cancer 1, cancer segment, and clean cancer table. So I have 4 tables here. I want to create a foreign key for it. So I don't need to do anything here. All I need to do, like the other one, you saw the code that we used. Like the other one, we use this. See where we created the foreign key and we reference the primary key. In this one, we don't need to do anything. All we need to do is to come to database, and we'll go to reverse engineer. This dialog box comes up. It's already in local instance. We'll go to next, and we say next, and then we'll select the database, which is text 11. It's selected here, and we'll say next, and we'll say next, and then we execute, and then we wait for it to load. After executing, then you say next. So now it's showing us that we have 4 tables from the schemas under database text 11, and then we click finish. So this is it. They are not connected, as you can see. They are not connected. Everyone is just on its own. So we'll click and drag. We'll click and drag to bring them closer. We'll click and drag. Click and drag. So now they are together. So in this one, you are at liberty to choose the one that will be the main table. You choose one that will be the main table. So you come to this diagram items here. You select this last one. Do you understand? You come to this place, you select this one, and this will come out. So it will ask you foreign key columns. Is a pick reference column. If I click here, so I will click on this one. I want the patient ID, and then I'll pick reference. I want it to connect to primary key of this one. You see the connection? It is connected. Then I'll press the 6 button. This dialog box comes up. I'll pick reference. I'll select, and then I'll pick reference again. I'll select this one. The primary key is connected. I'll press the 6 button again, and I'll click on the reference. I reference the main table. Click on the reference, and then I reference the primary key of this one. So it is connected. This is how to connect these tables with the foreign key manually. You see, we didn't have to do any code, write any code. We just, because we already have the database, we already have the tables, and want to create that relationship between them, the foreign key. So this is how to do it manually. So either you go through this way or you go through the other way I showed you. Thank you very much for watching. Like and share, and also follow my page. Thank you.